In a city known for importing luxury, one woman created something extraordinary that's being exported to the world. This is the story of how a chocolate bar created for a pregnancy craving became a global sensation known as Dubai chocolate. The journey of Fix chocolate began with Sarah Hamouda, a woman who simply wanted to satisfy her pregnancy cravings with a kunafa-filled chocolate bar. Little did she know that her creation would transform into an international phenomenon, becoming one of Dubai's most famous exports. It was December 2023 when Sarah Hamouda's world changed forever. Her artisanal chocolate company Fix, known for its signature pistachio kunafa-filled bars, experienced a viral explosion that no one could have anticipated. The phenomenon was so powerful that German police actually confiscated 90 kilograms of suspected Fix chocolate at Hamburg airport. This chocolate wasn't just popular, it was being trafficked across borders. While the world now calls it Dubai chocolate, Sarah never actually chose that name. It was a natural evolution born from consumer demand. As people around the globe began discovering these unique chocolate bars with their distinctive green filling, they began asking where to find this mysterious Dubai chocolate. Since it was only available in Dubai at the time, the name stuck, becoming an unofficial but powerful brand identifier that Sarah and her team have embraced with pride. The viral journey began modestly. A customer called Sarah one day, perplexed about why more people didn't know about Fix bars. He offered to help with marketing, but when he asked about her budget, there was an awkward silence. Sarah could only offer $500, a minuscule sum in the world of marketing. Despite this limitation, they created content with friends, with one friend handling editing and another implementing basic geo-targeted ads. This modest effort improved their sales from 1 or 2 orders every few weeks to 10 to 15 orders weekly, a small victory that would soon be dwarfed by what was to come. Everything changed with one TikTok video made by a woman named Maria in November 2023. Curiously, the video didn't gain immediate traction. Life went on as usual until late December when something inexplicable happened. The video suddenly exploded across social platforms, creating a chain reaction that would forever change Sarah's life and business. Sarah vividly remembers the moment it all began. It was New Year's Eve, and she was in her kitchen with 2 staff members and friends visiting from the UK. She had told her team they didn't need to work that day. It was a holiday after all. But when she checked their ordering system, the tablets were dinging incessantly. Ding, 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 with new orders flooding in. At first, they thought the system was glitching. They restarted the devices, but the orders kept coming. Hundreds were pouring in within minutes. The most alarming part? They had no chocolate to fulfill these orders. The small team had been making each bar individually per order, usually with a 3-hour delivery window. They were completely unprepared for sudden global fame. Panic set in as Sarah realized they couldn't serve these eager customers. Their suppliers couldn't provide ingredients fast enough to meet this tsunami of demand. But the true scale of the phenomenon became clear a month later in February. While flying back from Qatar, just a 1-hour flight, Sarah opened the ordering slot before takeoff and closed it afterward. In that single hour, an astonishing 29,700 people had attempted to place orders. Their website crashed under the weight of demand. Sarah has preserved that screenshot as a reminder of the transformative moment when she realized the magnitude of what was happening. Imagine landing from a short flight to discover nearly 30,000 people desperately trying to buy your product. For Sarah, the first reaction was to call her husband and business partner Jason and have a panic attack. As she puts it, the messages were pouring in not just from the UAE, but from around the world. The US, Europe, Korea, Japan, places where they had never marketed. The team was forced to create a system where orders could only be placed at 5 p.m. with delivery slots for the following days. What many assumed was a marketing ploy, creating artificial scarcity, was actually born of necessity. A small team desperately trying to control overwhelming demand while maintaining product quality. They couldn't make enough chocolate bars to meet the demand, and Sarah was determined not to compromise on quality just to capitalize on the viral moment. Success breeds imitation, and Fix may hold a record in this regard. According to Sarah, lawyers have told her that Fix is probably the most copied infringed product ever in the history of food. Her team has identified over 200 direct infringements of the brand, not counting the countless inspired-by versions that have emerged worldwide. From donuts to crepes to drinks, the distinctive kunafa pistachio combination has spawned hundreds of derivatives. Sarah takes a balanced approach to these imitators. When small businesses incorporate elements of Fix into their own creations, she sees it as flattering rather than threatening. She's received messages from entrepreneurs who were struggling or about to close their businesses until they added a kunafa pistachio element to their menu, which revitalized their sales. However, when it comes to direct brand infringement, using the Fix name and logo, that crosses a line. The team actively protects their trademark, which they secured in the UAE and several other countries early in their journey. Behind the scenes, this global sensation is a true family affair. Sarah and her husband Yezen used all their savings, originally meant for a house down payment, to start the business. After 6 years of saving for their first property in Dubai, they redirected those funds into pursuing their chocolate dream. With 3 young children and demanding entrepreneurial lives, they share pick-up and drop-off duties for school, always making family time a priority despite the whirlwind of success. Their journey hasn't been without challenges. There was a moment about 2 years into the business when Sarah was ready to give up. With their savings depleted and little return on their investment, she approached Yezen about throwing in the towel. She was adamant about not taking loans or asking for money from family. It seemed the entrepreneurial dream had reached its end. Yezen's response was simple, but profound. As long as we can put our kids through school, we'll carry on. Just months later, everything changed, and their persistence paid off beyond their wildest expectations. This wasn't Sarah's first entrepreneurial venture. During her university days in London, she recognized that the large Middle Eastern community there lacked concerts and cultural events. With characteristic initiative, she thought, why not? And created an events company to fill that gap. That early experience taught her valuable lessons about cash management, specifically not to spend all profits immediately. Wisdom that would serve her well with Fix. The impact of Fix has reached the highest levels in Dubai. At the World Government Summit, Sarah met the Crown Prince of Dubai, a moment she describes as truly special. His first words to her were both humorous and profound. "What have you done to the world?" This recognition from leadership validated the journey and cemented Fix's role as not just a successful business, but a genuine ambassador for Dubai. For Sarah, this acknowledgement from Dubai's leadership holds special significance. She feels immense pride that a product created in the UAE has achieved global recognition as Dubai chocolate. In a city typically known for importing luxury, Fix represents a shift, a homegrown brand exporting Dubai's creativity to the world. Sarah believes this is part of a broader trend, with more UAE-based creators developing products that resonate globally, supported by government initiatives to encourage entrepreneurship. Looking ahead, Fix is poised for global expansion. Their new Carrot Me Up flavor, inspired by the region's beloved spiced tea, with strong notes of cardamom and saffron, is returning due to popular demand for Ramadan. For 2025, The brand plans pop-ups in cities around the world, starting with South by Southwest in Austin, Texas, where they'll have their first presence outside the UAE. Their vision is to maintain production in Dubai while bringing the experience to chocolate lovers worldwide. The Fix phenomenon has created some unusual cultural crossovers, perhaps the strangest. A Japanese chef cutting Fix chocolate with an incredibly sharp knife and serving it with rice as sushi. Sarah doesn't know if it tasted good, but the image captures how the world has embraced Dubai chocolate in ways no one could have imagined. The most surprising place Sarah has encountered Fix: a random newsagent in Zurich selling complete counterfeits with Fix branding and posters declaring the Dubai chocolate Fix is here. When Sarah identified herself as the founder, an awkward conversation ensued, one of the rare occasions when she's had to pull the "I'm Fix, by the way" card. When asked about her advice for other entrepreneurs with limited marketing budgets who might experience similar viral moments, Sarah emphasizes three key elements: product quality, using the best ingredients possible, and faith in God. She stresses the importance of surrounding yourself with positive people who can help you navigate the challenging moments that inevitably arise in business. From a pregnancy craving to a global phenomenon, the story of Sarah Hamouda and Fix is the quintessential Dubai success story, a testament to quality, perseverance, and the power of social media to transform a small business with a $500 marketing budget into what Sarah describes in 3 words as a freaking incredible experience. For Dubai curious, this is the remarkable tale of how a chocolate bar conquered the world. A story that reminds us that sometimes the most extraordinary journeys begin with the simplest cravings.